I have the pleasure to be here with a couple of stars of the CBS hit comedy Ghosts now, Brandon Scott Jones and Rebecca Wisocky. Thank you so much for being here. We have to have the inside scoop on this show because it is one of my absolute favorites. Do you identify with the characters that you play at all?
Oh, what a great, yes. I mean, I think so. I don't normally get a chance to play a Revolutionary War soldier. And so that was, first of all, like the really initial draw. But the more I've learned about him, the more I realize I think that there's a lot of similarities that I have with this character. And I think that's maybe one of the things that's also allowing audiences to find the show as well, which is that, oh, wow, it doesn't matter what time period you're from, you might be able to be dealing with something that feels modern, but it's been around for centuries. And I think there's been a lot of comfort in it as well. So I've not only just identified, but I found some comfort, I think, too.
It's true.
That's really cool to hear, Rebecca.
Yeah, I can relate to that as well. I think each one of us in the cast are a little bit like our characters in their innate essence, and I think that's what makes for a good show. We're all very different. We're a bunch of crazy people trapped in close quarters for all eternity, and hilarity ensues. I think that there's a theme for all of us that we're wondering why we're in this purgatory, wondering what it is we have to learn or do or change or figure out how to live, and perhaps only in death are we able to figure that out.
So let's talk a little bit about the cast of characters. We have the Viking, we have a flower child, everybody from different eras. Are you having as much fun on set as it appears to the viewer?
I mean, I am the last one left.
Yeah. So much fun. It's an old school ensemble comedy. It's a screwball comedy. And that only works when you trust and love the people standing next to you. And we're sure packed like sardines in that house. So it's a blast.
The vibes are real. The vibes are great. And whenever all 10 of us are in a scene together, I'm sure it is a nightmare for our wonderful crew, but it is the joy of our lives when we all get to play together. There's so much laughing and there's so much silliness. I can't believe we get to call it work.
It is really cool. In some of those scenes, you can't be seen by some of the other actors, or you can't be seen by some of the other actors. What is that like, as far as your technique and how you're playing your part?
Well, the great challenge there, and the kudos to especially Utkarsh Ambudkar, who plays Jay, the husband, because his character truly can't see us. So that's a whole feat in and of itself to be playing an ensemble comedy and he can hear all the other parts, hear all the other pieces of music that are being played, but not acting like you can, yet still keeping the joke alive and keeping the music of the scene alive, if you will. So the livings, as we call them, Jay and Sam, Utkarsh and Rose McIver, are the ones that really have the rough job there. A lot of those scenes we have to shoot twice, once with all of us in the room and Rose is talking to us, and then we all leave and she has to do the very same scene all over again. You probably don't really consciously think of that when you're watching it, but take a look tonight and it's impressive how she does it. She's an actress of great skill and great comedic skill.
So preview tonight's episode for us. We know that there's a relationship maybe brewing between your two characters, but Brandon, it seems like maybe your character's playing for the other side. Am I wrong?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think definitely Isaac's going through a little bit of a crisis of identity, and the show tonight's called Therapy. Thor, our Viking, is going to go to therapy, and basically he's been having these nightmares, and Samantha helps him be the conduit with a therapist, and then also all the ghosts have to bunk up as they are preparing the Wisdom Mansion to be an Airbnb. And Hetty and Isaac are roommates, and just like anytime you're roommates with somebody, you start to learn a little bit more about each other, and you start to know things that maybe you kind of always suspected or things that you didn't know. And I know that these two characters, I think Isaac really, as he's having this crisis of who he is going to be able to find a good friend in Hetty who might be able to be the first person to really receive and really he can open up to, which is great.
Yeah, it's really cool. I feel like I've been in that situation in real life. Now, speaking of, I have to ask you before I let you go, do you believe in ghosts?
Yes, definitely. Only because I want to be one day. I think I'd be a fun haunt. So I want them to be real.
You absolutely would be. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Looking forward to the episode tonight and all the episodes to come. I hope this show stays on forever. I love you guys. Send my love to the cast and crew.
Thank you.
Will do. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching.